Is y'all ready? Let's get y'all asses up in here. It's time to start, baby. For those watching me on YouTube, how you doing? If you guys want personal readings, link down below. If you're on my YouTube, you already know, okay? On my TikTok, it's up above. Y'all, I'm gonna just get straight into it. Like, I don't even care if there's nobody up in here yet. I gotta start. Because I'm hearing Giveon songs. There's so many songs I'm channeling, and I just been like channeling them for the past few days. And so I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't my energy that I wanted to get out. I actually had to get y'all energy out, okay? I keep hearing like somebody is lying to y'all. Somebody is lying in y'all face. Somebody is sitting over here like putting y'all through third parties. And honestly, I'm getting that they said, Betty. I'm getting either they said or you said. Somebody said, and it's irritating me. So is we gonna be sad together, or are we gonna sit over here and come up with some probable causes on how to stop being sad? That's the energy that I'm coming with. There's two Giveon songs. So some of you guys could have been listening to Giveon recently. Some of you guys could live in California. Some of you guys just depend. But the energy that I'm getting is that like now Christina Million's coming up in my head. Y'all, I got so many damn songs, so let's just get straight into it. I'm hearing you lie so sweet. I can't think of what it is, but I just remember the song where Giveon was like, he's like, you lying to my face, like just like it's okay to lie to me. So some of you guys are dealing with a person where it's just like y'all know that y'all both are lying to each other, but I feel the need to sit over here and say, is that truly a connection that you want? Okay, that's all I'm gonna touch on that. The next Giveon song that I was sitting over here hearing is, I'm not proud I called you for the 5th time. I just gotta quit trying for you, baby. What you say? Try my hardest for this shit, but you don't get like me, so I'm the reason why we starting there, y'all, because let's get into it. The reason why we're starting there is because y'all, somebody has been within y'all energy. Either y'all have been sad or they have been sad, and it's just been making me mad because I'm just like, and honestly it's making me sick because I feel like y'all, it's time to move on. I feel like within my core of core, like it's time to move on. No disrespect to the past, no disrespect to what we got going on, no disrespect to nothing. I just really feel like it's time for us to move on and move into a different direction, move towards people that's actually for us, move towards connections that's actually going to serve us. See, I feel like it's so crazy because we keep dealing with people that's not for us. We keep dealing with connections that keep teaching us the same old shit, and it's like, okay, but when are we going to continue to move on? See, some of you guys are okay with motherfuckers lying to your face. Some of you guys are okay with people sitting over here just being a fun time, being a fun girl, being a fun boy. But the point of the matter is that doesn't align with what the fuck you praying for. See, I want y'all to understand something. Some of y'all are sitting over here praying to be in connections, praying to have kids, praying to get married. But the point of the matter is that you keep entertaining motherfuckers that don't want that. And the point of the matter is I want y'all to hear me. Y'all can't be mad at a motherfucker playing the game with you. You can't be mad. The reason why is because you keep playing too. See, a lot of y'all keep sitting over here like basically playing victim, but in reality, you just sitting over here acting. And I'm gonna call y'all asses out today, okay? Because we calling a spade today. You sitting over here mad that these motherfuckers got caught, but you was playing the same game. Oh, we're talking. What do I mean, Charlie? I mean, a lot of y'all sit over here and say, yeah, I want a relationship. I want to sit over here and I need you to sit over here and take me serious, but I'm not about to take you serious. Where do they do that at? See, a lot of y'all don't understand that, okay, y'all are asking for shit, but y'all intentions ain't aligning. See, a lot of y'all are still within this energy of I got to get them before they get me. But the point of the fucking matter is that what if you actually come across somebody that's not trying to get you? What if they really just trying to be with you type shit? Y'all done sat over here and fucked up a connection based off your past shit. That's why I sat over here and I started with, okay, your past shit was lying to you. Your past shit had you within this energy of confusion. Your past energy had you sitting over here thinking that everybody was out to get you. Your past energy, catch me, past ass energy got you stuck and confused. But the point of the matter is that we're no longer in your past no more. But you keep playing past ass motherfucking games when you're trying to win future fucking prizes. Do you get me? So your future is sitting over here saying, big dog, I got the fucking wedding that you want. You said that Big dog, I want to have some kids. You said I want to sit over here and go buy. I want to do this shit called marriage. Maybe y'all don't want to do marriage. Maybe you want to do life with people. Maybe y'all want to, y'all sitting over here saying, big dog, I want the good sex. I want the commitment. I want the trust. I want the money. But the point of the matter is that your intention and your actions ain't aligning with the fuck you saying that you want. You sitting over here, see, who I'm talking to is y'all don't want to sit over here and get y'all hands motherfucking whipped when you the one that knocked over the motherfucking vase. See, a lot of y'all, I'm giving y'all whoopings today because a lot of y'all sitting over here, see, some of y'all cheated first. Some of y'all started this shit, okay? Whether if that was within your insecurities, you doubting in them. You sitting over here causing arguments. You sitting over here fucking trying to, and now I'm getting like you was leading a horse to water to cheat type shit. It's like, man, you probably over here cheating on me anyway type shit. Or, man, who you over here texting? Who you, like, I'm just getting the energy like you led this motherfucker to cheat on you. Why? Because y'all was insecure. Why? Because you wasn't really over your passion and your past shit did that to you, so you thought that your future shit was gonna do that too. Why? Because they almost look the same. Why? Because they almost sat over here and the shit that they did, like they was both working late, but the difference is one worked late and went and cheated on your ass. One was working late and coming home to your ass. They just did OT. See, I want you to understand something. I always use this example. Hear me and hear me the fuck well. You know when you were sitting over here writing down what it is that you wanted. You know when you were sitting over here asking God, praying to God, whatever the case is, you was asking like, yo, I really want my person. This is what I want my person to look like. This is what I want them to sound like. This is what this is my next steps, God. This is what the fuck I want. Well, guess what happened? The devil heard your ass too. Bad energies heard you too. I don't care if you're not religious up in this bitch. I don't care. We talking energy. Just like you sat over here and you was praying that shit up. Oh, the devil was like, big dog, I'm about to come send my motherfucking maker too. And you want to know what happened? God allowed this person in. Why? To see, one, if you knew your worth, but two, to sit over here and see, could you discern between fucking a motherfucker that's playing about you and a motherfucker that's actually for you. So guess what? These past people that you was dealing with, they did you in, right? They did you in type shit. They hurt you. We talk about we was young, naive, and love and shit. We just good sex and shit. We didn't know no better, okay? We was naive. But during our naivety, let me tell you something. We sat over here and we built our walls up. We sat over here and turned in and thought, and we became that scorn ass motherfucker. We became so scorned to think that everybody that comes into our life is going to sit over here and hurt us. So now we're scorned. So now the next person that come up into our life, we sitting over here. Let me tell you something. It might be tested by the devil too, because you still got that scorn ass energy within you. So now you sitting over here living within fear. So now fear has crept up into your mind. It's like, yo, big dog, I'm not giving my heart away to nobody. So now now the devil got you exactly where they want you. What do I mean? That means, guess what? Monitoring spirits like, shit, what the fuck is going on? Some of y'all got some monitoring ass spirits, so we got to rock through it. I want to tell y'all something though. Some of y'all sit over here and fucking, y'all got tested, y'all got hurt, but then y'all got received another person and y'all failed the test. See, some of there's two different scenarios I'm getting in my head, so bear with me, y'all. The first scenario that I'm getting in my head is that some of you guys, when y'all was hurt, y'all received a really good person after, and y'all thought that this person was on bullshit because y'all was still hurt from y'all past shit, so therefore you repeated a cycle and you hurt this person. You could have sat over here and cheated first. You could have sat over here and maybe you wasn't cheating, but you was so insecure that you ran this person away. Maybe you sat over here and was still being toxic, like, because that's what you learned from your first relationship. That's the first scenario I'm getting. Some of y'all literally went from one bad person to another bad person. And what I mean by that is, and catch me, y'all, some of y'all sit over here and went to this second bad person because y'all didn't learn the first lessons, and catch me, some of y'all didn't learn the first lessons from that last relationship, which was your worth. Some of you guys didn't sit over here and learn the lesson of, okay, being able to fucking discern, is this person for me versus if they're not for me. Some of y'all didn't learn the lesson of, and catch me y'all, of being able to leave situations when they no longer serve you. So I want you to hear me. When you're young, you naive, and you sitting over here and you so motherfucking in love, you're supposed to have that experience, because that was an experience for you to be able to discern, okay, this ain't what real love is type shit. So when real love actually comes up into your life, then you're able to discern. So what the fuck happens when, all right, you got your ass beat, you got your ass hurt and shit like that. You get a good person, you mess that person over. What happens? Well, you just messed over a good ass person, so now your ass gotta reap karma. So now guess what? That third person that's coming up into your life, oh, they about to do your ass in. Why? Or they gonna sit over here and play games. Why? Well, because you never truly learned. You never truly learned the lesson of what was the first lesson that you ever was taught? Know your worth. The first lesson that and this is what you're supposed to know. So this is, if y'all don't know, now you motherfucking know. The first thing that you were supposed to learn from that person that hurt you was your worth. The second thing that you were supposed to learn is how to discern if somebody's actually for you versus if they're not for you. The third thing that you were supposed to learn is that when is it my time to go? The fourth thing that you were supposed to sit over here and learn is that, listen, a motherfucker might mistreat you, but I'm supposed to sit over here and still remain within my energy and still be my loving self. Now, let me tell you what happened. When you got hurt, oh, you became the villain. When you got hurt, oh, you became, oh, well, shit, I gotta get them before they get me. You started playing the game of the Matrix. You started sitting over here just being a savage, started being fucking within your energy. And even if you wasn't a villain, then you was a, oh, I got my heartbroken ass person, misery ass. It's one of the two. Either you were a villain or you were sad as fuck and you never moved on. Either way, y'all never moved on to another connection. You never allowed yourself to. Whether if that's mentally, physically, or emotionally. I'm not sitting over here saying y'all never moved on and went to go fuck on somebody. But as far as actually sitting over here giving your heart to somebody, giving your mind to somebody, being opening your heart to somebody, yeah, no, it was done. Why? Well, because one of the 4 lessons. You didn't receive it. The reason why I'm sitting over here telling y'all all this is because y'all, it's time. It's time for you to sit over here and let the old shit go. It's time for you. Y'all got another assignment. I talk about this all the time. Y'all have other assignments for people to love on. And I'm talking about the correct way, Blue, we talking. See, a lot of y'all sitting over here, y'all so caught up on y'all exes thinking that was the best that y'all was ever going to have. But in reality, that was some weak ass shit. See, that was just to get your little toes wet. See, that was to ease you up into something. But the point of the fucking matter is that y'all got so comfortable with fucking being uncomfortable. A lot of y'all was dealing with people that was toxic. A lot of y'all was dealing with people that sat over here and wasn't even matched for you. You just sat over here and fell in love with the ideal of a fucking person. Yeah, we're talking. But the point of the matter is those people were not your people. So, then what the fuck happens? Well, let's get into it. Let's go into downloads. Because there's a few songs, okay? Baby, bear with me. If you with me, you with me. If you not, you not. Catch me, don't. First song I got was Gonna Tell Everybody by Christina Milian. Just made videos about this shit, but I know I need to sit over here and go into details with y'all. I want you to understand something. Some of you guys don't understand why you're still in love with a person that has been out of your energy for a minute. And I want you to understand something. The reason why is because some of y'all physically have left this connection. It could have been years type shit. It could have been months. Take it as it resonates. But the point of the matter is I want you to understand something. If you are mentally, emotionally still in love with this person, it don't matter how much time has passed. And I talked about this previously. A lot of you guys like to sit over here and think that, okay, I'm going to just let some time pass and I'm going to get over this shit. But in reality, you just could delay moving on. Second thing I want to sit over here and tell you is that, listen, some of you guys are embarrassed that they have cheated on you. Some of you guys can't believe that they chose somebody else over you. Let me tell you something. That shouldn't sit over here and it's 333 as I'm saying this. That should not deteriorate you or make you feel less worthy. That shouldn't sit over here and put you in your mind and make you insecure. Why? Why shouldn't that make you insecure? Is because you was dealing with a little ass boy or a little ass girl. They didn't know how to handle you. I always tell y'all that y'all are not for fucking everybody. You're not. So why do you keep sitting over here getting so much in your feelings when a motherfucker don't know how to treat you? It says, I let you go with all the tears I cried, thought we was gonna die. Some of you guys thought that you was gonna spend the rest of your life with these people. But let me tell you about this thing named life. See, God is a funny ass God. And the reason why I sit over here and I say that, y'all, is because T-Mac, we talking. Blue, we talking. See, when y'all think that y'all know what the fuck life is about to sit over here and do for y'all think y'all know the whole pattern. That's when God is like, big dog, we about to throw a wrench up in your plans. You thought that you was about to marry this motherfucker. You don't even know that this motherfucker was cheating on you. You thought that you was about to spend the rest of your life with this person. You don't even know that they can't even bear kids. You thought that you was gonna sit over here and spend the rest of your life with these people. You don't even know that they still got mommy and daddy issues. I can't bring you in to another connection that's gonna hurt you worse than your parents hurt you. So let me tell you, your spirit team, your ancestors, God be removing y'all from connections. And I know a lot of y'all be like, well, why did he place me there in the first place? Because you had a lesson to fucking learn. You have to sit over here and learn what it felt like to feel pain in order to know what it feels like when you actually got some real ass shit. When you really actually have love. But this is where y'all are fucking up at. Some of y'all, and it's funny, it just dimmed the fucking light. So let's get into it. Some of y'all are not learning the second part of the fucking lesson, which is moving on to what your actually worth is. Like, what's your worth? Some of you guys learned the, okay, I got my heart broken ass energy. How you doing, Kimberly? How you doing, Shantae? Some of y'all didn't learn the, you didn't how do I say this? You didn't stick around to get the love part of the connection. And that's where God wants you at right now. It's like, yo, big dog, I allowed you to get your ass beat in this relationship, but I'm bringing in love right now. But you got to trust me. And a lot of you guys don't trust it. And the reason why is because you don't trust yourself. Because a lot of you guys lost your identity within these fucking connections, and they really did your ass in. And I understand that. But the point of the matter is that we not supposed to cry to give up on fucking love. We supposed to cry and get our ass back up and realize, listen. And it's funny, it says, I'm making the rest of my life the best of my life. Like, that notification just popped up on my motherfucking, on my phone. I want you to understand something. A lot of y'all was mistreated and cheated on, but that's not where the story ends. And you want to let it end like that. Some of y'all want to stay within depression. Some of y'all want to stay mad. Some of y'all want to sit over here and figure out, well, why? Why them? Why did they choose them? Why did they change for them? Why did they sit over here and not see the worth within me? Y'all are going to sit over here and be chasing behind a motherfucking question that you're never going to have an answer to. You want to know why? Because it never had anything, and I'm gonna actually give you the answer. The answer is that it had nothing to do with you. See, when people sit over here and chase, I was gonna say chase, but when people cheat on your ass, it has nothing to do with you. When people are insecure and they treat you toxic, so you get in that tick for tack shit, they start getting petty. It has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with their upbringing. Okay, let's keep going. I said, how could I let this situation get the best of me when I gave the best of me? Some of you guys actually truly gave the best of yourself, and you have a problem identifying with, like, yo, I really did sit over here and I tried. I really did sit over here and I gave you like love. I gave you pureness. I gave you genuineness, and you just don't realize how somebody could really do you in. Let me tell you, baby. Sometimes you sit over here and you fell for a villain too. See, I know we always talk about us being villains and shit like that, but sometimes you got to realize you fell for a villain. You fell for somebody that got their heart broken before you, and guess what? You were just a victim. You were just a victim in the story. It's like, and I want y'all to think about this, okay? Think about this whole little thing, okay? We're about to talk about it. You are not meant for everybody to save. Only one person is supposed to save you. And really, the person that's supposed to save you is you. See, a lot of you guys are looking for a connection to make you whole, when in reality, you're supposed to make you whole. See, a lot of y'all are looking for your daddy or your mama in a relationship. A lot of y'all are looking for yourself in a relationship. A lot of y'all are looking for kids in a relationship. You're looking for somebody to love you in a relationship, but you can never truly give love if you're not of love by yourself. You can never truly receive love if you don't love yourself. So the point of the matter is what I'm sitting over here telling y'all is that the reason why you can't receive it is because some of y'all give love too fucking much. Some of y'all don't give love at all. It's tick for tack. Take the paths. But the point of the matter is I want you to understand something. Because of this, you keep ending up in, and I don't want to sit over here and say they pointless ass situations, but some of you keep learning the same lesson over and over again because you won't learn the fucking lesson. Well, some of y'all lessons is to let it go and let God show you who the fuck is supposed to be placed into your life. A lot of y'all need to realize that a lot of the people that come into your life, they're supposed to mirror you to better yourself, not to go backwards. And a lot of you guys keep going fucking backwards. You deal with somebody, like for example, what's an example? Let's use narcissism. Love a good narcissist. A lot of y'all don't want to admit that y'all are truly narcissist. Y'all keep sitting over here, and let me tell you something. A lot of y'all mirror each other, babes. Y'all look different. Y'all come from a different upbringing. Some of y'all the same. But the point of the matter is that y'all mirror each other. Oh, you're a narcissist? I'm a narcissist too. You're a manipulator? I'm a manipulator too. But the point of the fucking matter is, instead of you realizing that, oh, you're mirroring narcissism to me and manipulation to me to fix it, you guys are turning your back to the situation and walking the fuck away. Which, there's two things. You are supposed to walk away, but you're supposed to walk away and fix yourself. Some of you guys keep sitting over here coming into another connection that's gonna fucking mirror, guess what? Narcissism and manipulation. Why? Because you're not fucking working on yourself. You're not sitting over here getting that shit out of you. What you want to talk, we don't even got to do narcissist. Let's talk about you being overly emotional. Now you're dealing with somebody, or we could do nonchalant poppies. Which one you want to do? We could do either. You sitting over here saying you want somebody that's so motherfucking caring, but you don't even know how to express your heart to nobody. You don't open up to nobody. So why you gonna expect this motherfucker right here to open up to you? That don't even make sense. You want somebody to pour their heart out to you. You want them to try for you. You want them to be loyal. But the point of the fucking matter is that you're not loyal too. The funny thing is that they're just dumb enough to get caught. You didn't get caught though. That's what I'm saying. But the point of the matter is that the laws of the fucking universe, big dog, and hear me, the laws of the universe don't play that shit. It's like, okay, they may have never found out that you cheated, but the universe did. They may have not ever sat over here and found out that you're emotionally unavailable, but you know that you are. So guess what? Now we're going to continue to repeat, and you keep attracting the same nonchalant people, the same overly emotional people, the same. It's like you're going to attract exactly what you need in order to mirror you, in order to, and catch me y'all, in order for y'all to fix the shit. Now let me tell you something. Now, to my motherfuckers that caught that, because some of y'all is on different levels. Some of y'all are on to the next level where it's like, okay, I caught it, I received it. That person is not for me, and catch me, because this is where y'all are fucking up at too. Some of you guys caught the mirroring, but you're not realizing that this person was brought into your life to mirror you, but this person wasn't brought to stay in your fucking life. This person, they mirror you, and you're supposed to release their ass back to the world. Why? Because this person mistreats you. This narcissist right here, this person that manipulates you, I want you to understand something. This person is supposed to be tossed back out, because guess what? You learned the fucking lesson. Now move on. That's why I sit over here and say sometimes you have to discern, why are these people placed into your life? It's not because they're bad people. You could meet people and they could be good people, but the point of the fucking matter is that they're not your people. They're just here for a moment, and I'm hearing for a season, not for the whole lifetime though. But y'all keep wanting to do lifetimes with motherfuckers that's not meant for a lifetime. They're only meant for 3 days. One conversation and I'm out. Point of the matter is now let's move on. To the people that have sit over here and realized that, okay, you're meant to sit over here and mirror me. Okay, I'm going to go fix this stuff about me. Or some of you guys have got the gist of, this person mirrors me, I need to go fix this part of myself. Some of y'all got that. But where y'all are fucking up at is that y'all keep running away from motherfuckers that's actually supposed to be in y'all life. What does that mean? Oh, you didn't realize that there are some people that you're supposed to do life with? Oh yeah, there's somebody that you're supposed to do life with, or even fucking 20 years do a bid with. I want you to understand something. You meet people, yes, to mirror you, to fix you, to help you, but what happens when you actually run into the motherfucker that sat over here and that you're supposed to do a bid with, that you're supposed to have your kids with, that you're supposed to sit over here and spend a few lifetimes with? What happens? Well, some of y'all, depending on how much you have healed, sit over here and turn y'all back to love all together. You like, listen, I'm not done working on me. I still got this to work on. I still got this to work on. I still got this to work on. Y'all use you. Let me tell you something. We talk about doing the bed, Miss Carpentry, because marriages be bids to me. On a real shit though. Some of y'all are working on y'all healing journey and y'all sitting over here, y'all got y'all back turned to love still. When God is like, big dog, I don't need you to be all the way fucking healed to sit over here and get your marriage card. I don't need you to be all the way healed in order to sit over here and have these kids. I don't need you to be all the way fucking healed in order for you to receive your next motherfucking assignment. But the point of the matter is, see, are we talking? A lot of y'all sitting over here saying, well, I still got mommy issues to work on. I still got abandonment issues to work on. I still got all this shit. I still got shit going on. But God is like, yo, but you over your ex, so here go your next assignment. Like, you done healed enough, so you got another assignment, big dog. This is the person you're supposed to do life with. Sometimes God brings a person into your life, and maybe they mirror you in some type of way, but sometimes they're opposite of you. And sometimes it's like this person has all the qualities that you're missing, and you have all the qualities that they're missing, and you guys are supposed to do life, so you guys are supposed to teach each other how to basically come together like yin and yang, okay? But you guys don't understand that, because you guys are, when you first get with somebody, what do? We do honeymoon stages. Let me tell you something. When we first get with people, we like, ooh, you so motherfucking fine. You could cook. You could clean. We can vibe. You could teach me shit. Bitch, that sex good. Like, we looking at shit on a materialistic game type shit. We looking for somebody to fit the bill type shit. But what happens when this person ain't that emotional, but this person is kind of a little bit too overly emotional? It's not that they're supposed to change people, and that's where we fuck up with relationships. See, a lot of the times we sit over here and we think we're supposed to change these people. No, I'm made orange, you're made blue. This is just who the fuck we are. We're not supposed to change each other. We're supposed to influence each other. Not change each other, influence each other. What does that mean? Listen, I'm going to sit over here and be my true authentic self, and I need you to be your true authentic self so we could rub off on each other, so we could sit over here and meet in the middle. You're still yourself and I'm still myself. But where y'all get fucked up at is that you guys keep trying to, and maybe it don't even have to be you, it could be the partners you're choosing. They keep trying to make you them, or you keep trying to make them you. And it's not supposed to be like that. See, I'm gonna give y'all real life examples. Maybe you're really good at finances. Maybe they're really good at planning. You're not good at planning, but they're good at planning. They're not good at finances, but you're good at fucking finance. Y'all come together, well, hoopla, you got the dream team. But if you're sitting over here trying to teach them finances, and they're sitting over here trying to teach you how to plan, and like it's like y'all are trying to merge. And it's not even, you guys are supposed to merge, but you guys keep sitting over here trying to do like dictatorships. Y'all are not going to mix, because it's about you merging, not you being better than one another, not you competing with each other, not you, and catch me. It's not about you sitting over here changing the people. And thank you, Imani. These are just two colors I've been writing with lately. Point of the matter is I want you to understand something though. It's not that y'all are supposed to change each other. So, what happens when, and catch me y'all, because I'm about to fuck y'all up with this one. What happens when technically you meet people and you do vibe with them? They cool. They solid. You think you about to do your big one with this one. If they're not ready, well, they're going to walk away. If you're not ready, well, guess what? You're going to walk away. But the point of the fucking matter is that, listen, the funny thing about life is that we could have multiple soulmates. Technically, y'all can merge together. Technically, y'all really are meant for each other. But the point of the matter is that if one of you guys choose to walk away, you choose to walk away. You can't chase this person. You can't force this person to be with you. You can't force this person to sit over here and realize, listen, I am your true divine person. You can't force these people to not leave you. You have to give them the freedom, and they got to give you the freedom too, in order for y'all to choose each other. That's what relationships is about, is y'all choosing each other. It's not about y'all changing each other. It's about y'all choosing each other, and y'all making sure that y'all are being y'all best advocates. Okay? Now let's keep going. I wrote down, during this song, I was thinking of an ex I could relate to during this song. I had none. I'm over it. I still feel the song. It's sad, but that's Christina's feelings, not mine. I want you to understand something. When I wrote that down, when I was listening to Gonna Tell Everybody by Christina, it's a sad ass song, y'all. So catch me, because this is why I'm explaining it to you. Be careful about what it is that you're listening to. And the reason why is because that's what you're intaking. That's what you're embodying. Some of these songs can bring up shit within you where it's like, big dog, these are old feelings. I don't even feel this shit no more. I listened to that song and I was trying to find an ex that I could resonate with. And it was like, I don't got no exes. I'm over my exes. That was a bar. But I still felt sad when I was listening to that song. And I was like, oh, that's Christina's shit. That's Christina's feelings. That's empathy shit though, y'all. That's empath shit. But I want you to understand something. Some of you guys go and listen to old ass songs, or listen to Giveon, listen to Summer Walker, and listen to Brent Faiyaz, and it's not like they're not great songs. They're fucking amazing songs. But the point of the matter is that if you go in and listen to sad shit, you're going to become sad. You're going to start sitting over here thinking about an ex. Sometimes you're supposed to think about an ex because you're not over it. That's how you can get triggered in order to move on or to do shadow work type shit. Okay? But in this moment, I realized that when I was listening to this song, I was really trying to think of an ex where I could compare this experience of who cheated on me. And it was like, I don't care. That's where y'all need to get to. So let's go on to the next song. I Wish You Loved Me by Tanisha Kelly. Some of y'all is chasing people. Stop chasing motherfuckers. Let me tell you something. She said, I really didn't know back then, but right now I'm totally sure, baby. I know I'm your friend, but I want to be so much more. I want y'all to understand something. Listen, if y'all have, because this is a whole nother bar, y'all. We switching gears with this one, okay? Some of y'all are dealing with people that y'all are friends with. Oh, side note, some of them could be a friend of your partner if y'all are together, or if you're dealing with somebody. But heavy emphasis on take the energy where it's supposed to be. If this ain't your shit, don't make it fit, is what I feel called to tell you. Some of you guys don't realize that some of these people that's in your life is only supposed to be your friend. Some of y'all don't sit over here and realize that people that's in your life is like supposed to just stay in that category. A lot of y'all sit over here and think that y'all got to sit over here and go do life with all these fucking people, when in reality, they're meant for other situations. They're meant to help you and guide you and give you some advice, but in a sense, keep them there. Some of you guys keep making friends with benefits, when in reality, that keep fucking up your emotions because you want commitment. Second bar is, oh, so hoop earrings could be significant. Specifically, like, do y'all remember when there was hoops and they had like names in it? Because I was watching this video, and then I seen the acrylic nails with like, and she had on like French nails, but it was a thick French red tip type shit. It was giving me back to like 2000s and stuff like that. It took me back to a change. It even like within the video, like the guy had like a white beater on and he had like a do-rag and a hat on. So it was definitely taking me back in time, but I feel like I had to write that down because that's for somebody. Like, some of y'all need to go back to that or go back to that time in order to heal something from that time. Anyway, I wrote down, this feeling in my stomach tells me I should be your woman because you're the one that makes my fairy tales come true. She said, I don't understand how you can make someone so sad, but still only I want you to stay. So hold on, back up 2 steps. Some of you guys are looking at fairy tales within these people that you're not supposed to have fairy tales with. Somebody here up in this bitch, hear me. somebody here is dealing with somebody, and this is how they feel about your connection. Like, some of them is the energy that I'm getting is that like somebody is trying to interrupt what you got going on. It's like they see you and them and they vibing. Y'all could really be vibing, and it's like, but they from the past and they like, but I'm supposed to be that, but I'm supposed to be her type shit. And they like over here like, but they the friend, they the best friend, they the sister type shit. So just be careful, or they the brother. Like, be careful about people having friends, because if y'all are not this person where you talking about where you have feelings for a friend and they ain't feeling the same about you, or they just keep you in the friend zone, or y'all doing friends with benefits but they won't make you anything more, then you know that that's your part. But if y'all know that you're really vibing with this person and y'all are making the next steps forward, just be mindful of them having a sister or brother relationship with people, okay? Now, without further ado, let's keep going. It says, how can someone make me so sad but still I only want you to stay? And it says, I want to say that I love you so bad. I don't want to scare you away though. Some of you guys are dealing with people where it's like you don't want to admit your true feelings for them. So that was a sidebar. Some of you guys are dealing with people where it's like you're in friend zone, but some of you guys are literally like afraid to admit your feelings for somebody. And to be honest, the energy that I'm getting is that some of them have like amicable feelings for you. That's a sidebar. Some of them actually like your ass big too, but nobody's making the move. But then I feel the need to sit over here and say, well, maybe nobody's supposed to make the move. Maybe that's supposed to be a friend that's just cute. Because back in the day, if you think about it, when we used to have crushes on people, like, some of them actually turned into something, but in reality, some of them turned into nothing. And if you think about it, back in the past, like, if you think about, like, the past, they were so cute, but if you look at them now, like, they're bums. But that's tea for another day, okay? Okay. How you doing, Vita? It's good to see you, babes. All right, let's keep going. So I wrote down, I wish I could tell them all to leave you alone. She said, I really didn't know back then, but right now I'm totally sure. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I just get dirty macking, bro. Dirty macking. That I wanna be much more. What she said? She said, I never really liked your girlfriend. I never really gave y'all basically a chance because I realized that I'm your woman. Like, I just get dirty macking, bro. Just be mindful. Dirty macking, okay? Let's go on to the next song. Because y'all, all of this is going to, I promise you, it's going to tie in. It's all going to tie in. It's all going to make sense, okay? Then I went to Foolish. Da-na-na-na-na. See, my days go without you, but I'm hurt when I'm with you. I know my heart can't take no more. Anyway, y'all, I was watching these videos too. If you feel called to it, go back and watch those videos. So, anyway, during the video, fuck the lyrics. During the video, the commentary, the directing, all of that shit. Some of y'all could be writers out there. Some of y'all could be directors. But it was just giving me an aesthetic. In the beginning of the video, she was like, what do you do? Like, if the opening scene was she was dealing with some drug dealer guy, and they literally walked into like a restaurant. They placed down a seat down, like there was no tables available, but they made a table. Like, he had that pool type shit, and she was just like, so what do you do? And he was like, construction. Like, what is you talking about? Like, construction head ass. Some of you guys could be dealing with somebody where like, you don't know what they do, or they don't know what you do. And now I'm getting, who a stripper up in this bitch? Is you a stripper? Keep it to yourself though. you ain't gotta snitch on yourself. She said, I ain't never gonna, she said, I ain't gonna tell on you, daddy. Okay, keep going. And then I wrote down, so some of you guys could be going on dates this weekend. Just take it as it resonates, or you're being encouraged to. Also, the zoo could be significant. Some of you guys could be going to an aquarium. Some of you guys could be going hiking, because I kept getting mountains a lot. Take it as it resonates, okay? So then the next scene was, then it was all cool and fun and games. Like, he was, whenever she wanted to go shopping, he would give her money. Everything was cool gravy. He was coming home. Everything was perfect until it wasn't. Until literally he would go, and the crazy part is y'all, because this is where y'all missed within the foolish video, because don't worry, I got y'all, big dog, I got y'all. This is where y'all missed it at. He was truly, before he started cheating, he was literally just working late. So when I started this video, y'all, when I started this live, I literally told y'all that some of you guys literally, like, you literally ran these people into cheating. Sidebar. But he was really just working. But he was working late. And so in the song, like, it was like, Henry, where have you been? Like, and he literally just turned around, like, he was just working late, and he came in at like early in the morning. So some of you guys could be dealing with connections that's coming home like super late, or like in the early morning type shit, or you guys are about to have a weekend where it's like you not getting home until the sun is up. Take it as it resonates. But anyway, he turned around and then he literally left. And then I remember that in the video, the mom was tripping too, like where your ass been? So some of you guys could be dealing with somebody that, like, their parents is involved or your parents is involved. I feel the need to tell you guys, like, keep y'all business to yourself, even if y'all are going through this shit, like, because not everybody is a happy camper. Okay. And then I also wrote down, don't play with her. Don't play with your mom. Like, you know, if you tell your mom shit, like, you know your mom is gonna ride for you type shit. So don't tell her nothing. If you gonna stay with a cheater, then stay with a cheater. But don't put nobody in your motherfucking business, okay? Let's see. How you doing, Shasha? Let's keep going. I wrote down, okay. So I wrote down, he's been doing business, but it turns into cheating. Then he gets caught cheating. So some of you guys are dealing with cheating. We already touched on cheating, okay? Side note, sideburns. Do y'all remember when people had sideburns? Because in that video, I just was paying attention to Shanti's sideburns. Like, so yeah, that could be a thing. Anyway, you can have sideburns. I don't fucking know. I just wrote it in. Let's keep going. I wrote down, when I get the strength to leave, you always telling me that you need me. And I'm weak because I believe you. And I'm mad because I love you. So I want y'all to understand something. Some of you guys have been getting the courage to leave these connections. This could have been something that happened in your past, but heavy emphasis that you guys could currently be going through this. But I feel the need to sit over here and say that some of you guys are using I love you as like y'all think that y'all really are in love with these people, but it's like they just keep toying with you, okay? And in the end, it's like you ain't never gonna change. They're never going to change. You could be dealing with somebody that's light-skinned with green eyes, that has waves or a haircut. White beaters could be significant. Like, they could wear white beaters. But, side note, I wrote down, like, why do they call them wife beaters? Like, why? Like, where does that come from? Anyway, so anyway, let's keep going. Then, after she sits over here, Ashanti confronts him, okay? Ashanti confronts him and is like, listen, I love you, but you ain't coming home. You over here sitting over here. You see, I like to call them wife pleasers. I like that one. That's a bar. That is a bar. But anyway, in the video, she confronts him. She's like, listen, you're never going to change, so it's over. So he got his shit. He got up and left. And then he went to his side piece's house. So some of you guys, like, are literally, like, dealing with somebody and they left you for another person, but they never really cared about that connection. It was just convenient is what I'm hearing. But if that's not your shit, if you just here, let's ride. And then his homeboys came to him. And the crazy part is, this is how I know y'all was paying attention to the video. When they pulled up at the side piece's house, she all happy, good luck, and she just happy that her man is there. And he over here, like, not even dressed how he usually is. He looked like he gained weight. Some of y'all people is not happy at their side piece house. They waiting for your ass to take your ass home. When is you gonna come home to mom's? When is you gonna come home to dad's type shit? But it's like, he was not happy. And he was just like, he looked like he was tired. He looked like he was just like, if you don't get me out of this bitch's house. And his friends was like, listen, you gotta go home. You gotta go home. Let me tell you something. You gotta go home. You gotta go home. And so he over here looking like, okay, I'm about to go home. So then fast forward, when he in his car, he on his way home, Ashanti's ass is up in the motherfucking window just waiting. Some of y'all could be waiting for these motherfuckers, like, bitch, What is going on? She said, baby, why you hurt me, leave me and desert me? Boy, I gave you all my heart and all you did was tear it up. Looking out my window, knowing that I should go. Even when I pack my bags, there's something always holding me back. So, she was getting ready to leave. She was out the door. She packed all her shit. She was gone. Let me tell you about divine timing. Motherfucker popped up like this, talking about, bitch, you ain't going nowhere. She folded so bad. She folded so bad. If you gonna leave, leave. Nobody, I just feel like she folded. Some of y'all folded. And that's the reason why I'm doing these songs, because some of y'all just be folding. Like, it's like they really do make you so weak. Like, I'm hearing the sex is just so good that it's like, but it is. But they're strong. Anyway, don't fold. That's all I got. Anyway, so when he popped back up, he showed up and basically like he gave her a hug and a kiss, and then it was just, they just went back in the house. He picked up her bags and she went back in, and he just turned around and looked at the camera, and in my mind I was just like, okay, here we go, here goes another loop. Some of you guys, instead of you guys going and picking up your shit and leaving, you get stuck because they apologize to you. On a serious note, some of you guys get stuck. You go back into another loop. Some of you guys keep repeating the same loop. Sometimes it could be with a different person, but you're repeating the loop because you're not learning the lesson that you need to know your worth. That's the whole point of foolish. She was foolish. She did not know her worth, so therefore, even when he came back or when he was playing games, like, the way I could say it is that, y'all, if you allow a motherfucker to play with you, they're gonna play with you. If somebody view you as a toy, then guess what? You're a toy. So, I digress. 4 as I'm saying that. Some of y'all could be from Atlanta. Now let's keep going, because y'all think it's done. Oh no, we're not done. We're not done. We're not done, okay? So now we're moving on to Rain on Me. And yes, now this song, actually, I was watching the music video to this and it really triggered me, y'all. Right? I had to do some shadow work after Rain on Me, okay? Let's get into it. It's all leading up. Listen, gonna tell everybody, I wish you loved me. Foolish, now we're on Rain on Me. Okay? The video starts off a little traumatic, okay? You said if they shenanin once, they shenanin again, Deanna. 4X, we're talking. Okay, the video starts with, talk to me. He said, I can't talk to you. She said, why? He was like, because you're so busy. It's like you have to fit me into your schedule. Let me tell you something. And the reason why I'm doing all these different videos and why I'm doing all that, how you doing, John? The reason why I'm doing all these scenarios is because one of these scenarios is going to fit your shit, and it's like you got to stay here until the end of the message. So that's why I'm doing all these videos, okay? All of these scenarios could have been a reenactment in your life, okay? Anyway, in this scenario, first and foremost, some of y'all could have dealt with somebody that was jealous, envy, hated you, like hated that they didn't have nothing going on type shit. Or maybe like, and you know what's crazy? I think that this literally is a storyline. Catch me. I just got a download. We went from gonna tell everybody. So some of y'all got cheated on. Y'all left the person y'all cheated on. Y'all moved on to a new connection. But before y'all was in a connection, y'all was being friends with this person. Y'all made the person. So that was during the I wish you loved me shit. And you could have made a new connection after that. Maybe you left him alone and you got a new connection. He's a constructor. We doing drug business. You took him back. You took him back. Because at the end of the video, she took him back. Rain on Me, she was dealing with another drug dealer. But I'm thinking it's the same person. I think that they're correlating. I don't know how. That's just a download I just got. Take it as it resonates. So now, I'm thinking maybe some of y'all was dealing with D-boys. Okay? Y'all was dealing with somebody that had money. And then all of a sudden, you got your money up. Because in that shit, Ashanti just was famous and her face was all over the place. But maybe he had stopped being a D-boy. And then all of a sudden he wasn't making as much as he was making, or maybe if he just had a regular job, it's like maybe he took a pay cut to come stay, some shit like that. He lost money. You started making more money. Now all of a sudden, let me tell you something. Now all of a sudden he over here like, you too busy. I'm getting like, you used to sit over here and wait around on him, and then you turned around and then you become busy too, so now you're not waiting around no more. And then I'm getting what else? There's something else I'm missing before I get to the next part. I'm also getting that, well, let's just get into the next part. She says, I'm trying to follow my dreams. He said, follow your dreams. What about me? You don't listen to me anymore? And he was just like, listen. And she was like, what are you talking about? He was like, see, you keep talking over me. Stop talking over me. He was like, bro, he was tripping. So then I wrote down, trying to control you because he can't control your success. Your world doesn't surround just him anymore. And that, like, I feel like some of you guys are dealing with a connection with somebody that could have been jealous of you. This could be past, this could be present. This could be shit, future too. Take it as it resonates. But some of you guys could have dealt with somebody where they was literally just controlling you and they was trying to be manipulating of you, and you maybe, like, when you met them, you wasn't all the way together, but when you got all the way together, they didn't know how to handle your success. They didn't know how to handle you finding your worth. They didn't know. And it's like you tried to hold on to this person, but in reality, this person, it's like you tried to grow with this person when in reality you were supposed to leave their ass in foolish. But we take these people along. So what ends up happening in the music video? Let's keep going. I wrote down personal drivers could be significant. So some of you guys could be getting a personal driver, or you should be looking at it, because some of y'all are meant for success. But I wrote down, I'm looking in the mirror at this woman down and out. She's internally dying and knew this is not what love's about. Some of you guys was really in love with somebody. Like, y'all went from being super in love, like in foolish, and then you turned around and it was just like, yo, this is not what love is about. It turned into domestic violence type shit. And then I wrote down, I don't want to be this woman the second time around. She said, because I'm waking up screaming, no longer believing that I'm going to be around. Some of you guys are dealing with connections that, like, literally, like, y'all are going through it. Maybe even if it's not physically, like, abusive, I'm hearing mentally abusive. Like, you guys could be getting arguments all the fucking time. Screaming matches is what I'm hearing. But it's all because, like, you're not the same person. And now I'm getting, what is that? I'm getting the skit in Ashanti's album. It's like her first album. And she was like, and I did a whole video over this, but she was like, how do you expect me to be the same person? I'm not the same person. Why? Because you changed. And he was like, yeah, so what the fuck is you saying? She was like, what am I saying? He said, yeah, what the is you saying? She said, it's over. Anyway, another bar. Anyway, the point of the matter is, and then she was like, I can't believe that it's over, baby. Anyway, back up, because I got to finish. Some of you guys, was going through abuse. Some of you guys literally, so this is what, okay, heavy emphasis on French tips. You could have used to get your nails done with French tips, because she had French tips, like long French tips up in her thing too. Creed cologne could be significant. Abuse could be significant. I wrote down talking stuff through the door. Some of you guys, like, went through abusive relationships where you definitely got your shit off too. Like, you definitely voiced your opinion back, but y'all was so scared. Some of you guys literally, like, would run behind, because I in the video, she was talking her shit, but then she would run behind the door and he literally kicked the door in type shit, but she was scared. And then it was like, then it would continue fighting, and then after he would try to go back and say, I'm sorry type shit. So you guys could have went through that. That is the part that triggered me. And now I gotta sit over here and talk to y'all real quick. Let me talk to y'all real quick, okay? Let me talking. Shantae say, you speaking my whole situation, bitch. We here with it. Let me tell you. That part triggered me, y'all. I cried at that part. I had to stop. Like, I really sat over here and busted out crying at that part, because I remember, and y'all, I had to do shadow work, baby. You don't believe me? Here's my proof. Shadow work, and this is about a few pages. It triggered me, and the reason why it triggered me is because I thought that I was over being in a domestic violence relationship. On a serious note, y'all, I know we've been funning, chat, kikiing and shit like that, but this is all real life. We're real life right now. In that moment, I was so upset, because I remember when I was in my abusive relationship, y'all, and I remember, like, being afraid. And more so, and it's crazy, because I remember there were moments where I didn't give a fuck. I remember there were moments where I literally sat over here and I was fighting him back. Like, I remember I was yelling at him back, throwing stuff at him too. Like, I wasn't a saint. Like, I wasn't. I remember sitting over here, like, literally, I could have diffused the situation. I didn't. I triggered it more. Some of them I started. Some of them I felt like I was living life on edge. Didn't know if he would wake up angry or if he'll wake up okay. Like, did not know. Was definitely walking on eggshells. But that moment triggered me, and I didn't realize is because I still had a little bit of fear in my heart of the whole sitting over here hiding behind fucking the bathroom door type shit. I was fucking afraid. Cause yeah, I could talk my shit, but I also know what it feels like to sit over here and be choked out. I know what it feels like to sit over here and have my eye fucking basically almost blacked out. Like, I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like. I remember when it went from just hands to just grabbing to fucking slapping to punching to kicking. Like, it's a progress. So I was triggered as shit. And I remember there was times where he couldn't get to me, but I would unlock the door and then he would run into the bathroom. And those were the moments where I would sit over here and I'm like, literally, like, I was triggered. Because I remember there was times where he would sit over here and like literally make me hit myself. Like, he was just that strong. And I was just like, triggering moments. But the reason why I'm saying all of this is because, y'all, if y'all are sitting over here going through a domestic violence relationship, I just have to tell y'all, it's time for y'all to get out of it. It's time for y'all to walk away. And for those that have walked away, it's time for you to mentally release it. Now, granted, I can't tell you when y'all need to let it go. I can't tell y'all when it's time. I can't tell y'all, like, because Sylvia, we're talking. I can't tell y'all how to process it. I could just tell y'all what helped me. I thought I was over that shit. That shit happened when I was 19 years ago. But then I realized when I was doing shadow work, well, technically, I was getting my ass beat since I was 17. 17, 18, 19, and a little bit of 20. It's almost 4 years. Anyway, let's keep going. Shall we? We shall. Okay, I did. So then in the video, he would apologize after. And that triggered me too. That shit triggered me too, because I remember us sitting over here, and even the whole having sex scene triggered me too, because it's like, I would think that it was okay and it was justifiable because we did have good sex. I remember us fighting and then us having, like, and him apologizing. I remember him crying. Some of you guys are dealing with people that don't know how to control their emotions. You made me do it. Type shit. Like, what kind of narcissist shit is that? I'm so glad that I'm healing. Like, I've healed from it. And to be honest, y'all, I feel like that's the past energy. I feel like the new energy is over it. That's what I mean when I say shit don't gotta exist in your present moment, y'all. And the reason why I say that is because when I was writing this shit, I was crying. But only about certain parts of it. I was okay until I got to the bathroom part. I was okay. And then I realized, oh, that bathroom shit fucked me up. Like, some of you guys don't know. Some of you guys think that you're over shit, but you're not over shit until you get triggered. And that's when you're supposed to go get that shit out. But now I feel okay. I can get on live and talk to y'all about this shit and not cry about it. And the reason why is because I know that I have internalized it, and I have went and it's like, y'all, I have permanent scars on me for the rest of my life. Point of the matter is, and it's funny because every time it gets winter and I'm dealing with somebody, they're like, what's on your neck? I'm like, oh, when I got my ass beat. What's on your hand? Oh, when I tried to stab him. Yeah, it got that deep. And I feel like the reason why I'm telling y'all all of this is because, y'all, we never know what lengths, and you know what's crazy? God was like, don't say that. I was gonna say what lengths love will take you to, but I don't feel like that's what love is. I feel like that's what obsession is. Discern between obsession and love. And the reason why I say that is because I feel like he was obsessed with me and I just mirrored him. I never even knew. Like, when I think about that relationship, y'all, I think of like him being obsessed with me, him telling me that I was going to be his girlfriend. Like, I just think about how it all transitioned. That I really never really had true like love experience. I never, not even from my parents. I didn't know what real love was. So of course I could sit over here and equate obsession to love. I didn't have no fucking experience. Didn't know no better. It felt like love. I felt like I physically had like chemistry with this person. He wasn't all bad. There was good. So therefore I had something to justify why I stayed with him. Outside looking in, he was the life of the party. So was I. Outside looking in, we still looked good together. Outside looking in, like I still loved his family. I justified the relationship. I justified my abuser. And yeah, I didn't even know we was taking it this deep, but I guess we're going deep today. And then a lot of people, because I know a lot of women and a lot of men, because men, y'all go through that shit too. A lot of people sit over here and they be like, well, what made you stay for so long? Shit, sometimes you get so caught up in it shit, you don't realize that all that time has motherfucking passed. You don't realize that shit, 2 years passed, 3 years passed, 4 years passed. Some people done did a 10-year bid. Shout out to y'all in y'all life. Because unhealing or getting that shit out of you is hard. It's not no easy shit. Sitting over here getting triggered by another person yelling at you and your new person not knowing that them yelling at you triggers you, and then it's just like, you know, you think it's okay to hit people. It's just, you have to unteach yourself so much fucking shit because it's unhealthy. It's very fucked up. In this scene, because I want to finish this scene and then I want to get into the remaining parts of what I want to talk about. Confirmation. After the scene where they was fucking, he let her be alone, and then he went into the mirror, and in reality he was just angry at himself. Even during the lights and the interview part of the video, angry at himself. And then this is where I feel like it all ties in together, y'all, is because in the video he had pulled up on the block and he started to make money moves, and I think that was to justify his success, to justify that he was bringing something else to the table. It was like he was going back to his old ways, and then he went and then he cheated on her. He brought somebody in their home. And then I wrote down how ego and pride destroyed a relationship. Some people went back to their old ways because they couldn't catch up to your success. Some people, and that's why I say, y'all, sometimes when you're called to leave people behind, you have to. And the reason why is because when you do get to the top, when you do get happy, when you do heal, they can't come with you because they can't handle the level of success that you guys are about to have. Whether if that's fame, whether if that's just you being happy, whether if that's you just taking trips, whether it doesn't have to necessarily be, ooh, I'm gonna be a celebrity. It's just having peace within your life. Some people only know chaos, and that's all they will ever know because they don't want to know peace. That's a bar. Some people only want to know ego and pride and anger because that's all their mama taught them. That's all their daddy taught them. Maybe their daddy wasn't even there. So then I wrote down the departure of abuse. Am I supposed to read this? This is a long ass page. I don't know if I'm supposed to read this, but let's ask. They're saying it's up to you, big dog. It's a teaching moment. I'll read some of it until I don't feel called to read it. Let's go. I feel like the reason why I had to ask my cards a whole bunch of times, y'all, even though y'all don't even know, but it's because this shit that I'm about to read to y'all is some raw ass shit. Like, this is when I was triggered. And to be honest, I feel like this is gonna help y'all more so because I'm over it now. But let's be vulnerable. Y'all ready? Let's get into it. I entitled this The Departure of Abuse. I said, I just became triggered by a music video. Being a naive 19-year-old isn't me anymore. But honestly, the hits started when I was 17. I was in love with someone that whooped my ass. I was in love with someone that I was afraid of. I thought he was my friend. I thought his obsession was love. But being pulled out of the bed at his house while I was asleep scared me. Being punched in front of his mom's house scared me. I remember when he did it when I was pregnant. He hits me or his hits were only slaps, choking me, and kicks. But then it turned to punches. I don't think it surprised me though. I fought him and I was crazy too. I triggered him. And I remember when my anger led me to grab a knife. I'm so glad that he locked the door that night. I banged on the door with the knife and I ended up slicing my right hand with the knife. I still have the scar and I remember almost dropping to the floor. Matter of fact, I think I did. And I remember I screamed for him to help me. And it's funny how all the cussing turned into crying out loud, "Help me, please." When he opened the door, he was afraid. He helped me put my hand over the sink and I could see the inside of my hand. I didn't go to the hospital though. We went to his mom's house instead. They helped me butterfly, like bandage my scar. And even after that, I still loved him. I honestly thought love was obsession. I honestly thought him trying to control me was love. But I'm learning freedom is love. Giving the needed space is love. Respecting somebody's peace and respecting when someone is upset and leaving them alone is love. Yes, he showed me affection. I think that's why I justified staying. I loved someone that I was afraid of. I remember sitting on our brown couch afraid of ticking him off, walking on eggshells. He was okay when he was happy, but you never knew what side of the edge he was on. It's 11:34 a.m. as I write this. I no longer exist in that reality. My hand is healed. I no longer have anger issues. I can control my emotions. I no longer have to be afraid of who I'm dating. I no longer have to be afraid of someone trying to hurt me. I no longer have to hide behind a locked bathroom door. I am always safe, divinely guided, and protected. In my current reality, I have healed and I no longer have to go back and revisit my pain from my abuser. It no longer is allowed to trigger me because I have grown, forgave, and healed myself. That reality doesn't exist to me. I don't relate to it. I no longer have cords attached to that situation, to that man. I no longer am blind. I forgive myself for allowing abuse to exist into my reality once upon a time ago. But for that pain, I no longer have use for it. I release my fear around love. I release my fear around abuse. I release mentally going back to that place. I release the arguing. I release the fighting. I release the anger. I release the embarrassment. I release the hate. And I forgive you, Tavion. I forgive all parties that were involved. And I sever all ties and cords that once connected us. I'm ready to let it go now. So I want you to understand something. The reason why I read that is because, y'all, that's an example of you doing shadow work. When I started writing that, I was crying. And I was sad, and I was hurt, and I was upset because I was triggered because I didn't even know that a moment in the bathroom could really upset me. Didn't know how far back that I didn't coddle myself. I didn't apologize to myself. I didn't admit to myself that shit. I played a role in this. A lot of the times I was so angry and I was so mad and I blamed that person for the abuse. I blamed that person, but in reality, it took two. In reality, it takes two to tango. But I want you to understand something. If you guys are going through abuse in this moment, or you have in the past, take your responsibility for same, but don't take all responsibility, period. But you also have to learn to let it go. And I think that that's why I could sit over here and I could talk to you guys and I could read this and I could be vulnerable with you guys. And the reason why is because, y'all, we could talk this real shit. We could talk about, being upset. We could talk about things that have truly impacted our life. But let's talk about releasing it. I think we hold on to it. We cling on to it because that's the only reality that we know. But in reality, that reality no longer serves us. That reality no longer sits over here, and it shouldn't exist because there is no existing. See, a lot of you guys, so now I got to go into a happy mode. A lot of y'all need to sit over here and realize that y'all are walking into unions that are supposed to make you flourish. A lot of you guys are walking into unions that are supposed to make you happy. A lot of you guys are walking into unions that are sitting over here that's supposed to make you go shabam. So yeah, you could sit over here and you could go through a lot of shit, but you're not meant to stay in a broken place. You're not meant to sit over here and remain hurt and to remain triggered. And when you do get triggered, you get that shit, you write that shit out, or you talk to God, whatever it is you use as journaling, as releasing. You release it. You release it back to the universe, because that shit don't exist to you no more. And I want you to understand something. When you release the shit, then all of a sudden you're making room for new love to come into your life. When you release things that no longer serve you, now you're making room for people that actually can love you correctly. See, I want you to understand something. Just because you went through one domestic violence ass relationship doesn't mean that you're going to go through another one. It doesn't mean the next person. It's like, for example, if you got cheated on, that don't mean you're going to get cheated on again. I want you to understand something though. We all go through different things in life. We all do. And God forbid anybody else goes through domestic violence, even though I know they probably will. But I want y'all to understand something. Everything that happens in your life, you got to learn from. Everything in your life, you have to sit over here and you got to get that shit out of you, because y'all have another assignment. Some of y'all assignment is to bring in more loving people into this world, which is your kids. Some of y'all's assignment is to sit over here and go get the kids that's already existing into these worlds out of foster care and actually care for these fucking kids. Some of you guys' fucking paths is supposed to sit over here and to love on yourself, to forgive yourself. Point of the matter is that y'all, what happens when we're not healing ourselves? What happens when we neglect ourselves? What happens when we neglect the things that hurt us? Well, then we just allow it to continue to build up. Well, then we just allow it to sit over here and it alters up, but it alters us to stay stagnant and stay complacent. It doesn't alter us to sit over here and then change and to improve ourselves. See, when we go through hurt, when we go through processing, when we go through things, we're supposed to sit over here and continue to move. But what happens when we stay stuck in misery? What happens when we stay stuck in that hurt place? What happens when we sit over here and think that that's all that there is to life? Well, then that's what we create. But if you choose to not allow it to exist within your reality, then guess what? It won't. And Kiara, we talking. See, what happens when you sit over here and realize that the key to everything is just you taking back your power from these people, from these connections, from these experiences? Well, then you realize, and catch me, y'all, then you sit over here and you realize that you can't touch me no more. Then you realize that you can't sit over here and you don't have the power no more. And then now you have all your energy to sit over here and continue to move forward. Now all of a sudden you got your energy to continue to prosper. Now all of a sudden you got all your energy for your next connection. And I bet you by that next connection, they'll never do anything to hurt you. They wouldn't even hurt a fly. Why? Because a lot of us, and I'm going to keep it a beam with y'all, a lot of us, we did a lot of fuck shit in our past lives. But to be honest, I never questioned God, and I never asked God why he does the things that he does. But I know that in a sense, I feel like he put me through domestic violence in order to teach y'all how to get through it. Sometimes the lessons are so severe because you're supposed to help other people. At least that's the perspective that I choose to believe in. See, I don't choose to believe like, damn, I got my ass beat because fucking people are bad people. I don't choose to believe that. I choose to believe that, listen, I'm meant to help people through my trauma. I had to go through shit. Like, it's like I had to run through shit so y'all don't have to go through it. So y'all can avoid it. So I could give y'all my shit. That's me though. Y'all got to figure out what it is y'all purpose is in life, y'all. And it's like y'all got to identify, okay, listen, my mom abandoned me. Why? Why the fuck did it happen? Why do I feel the need to sit over here and seek validation from relationships? Why? Why did I have to sit over here and go and lose that baby? Why? Why did I sit over here and feel like I had to have anger issues? Why? All of these things that are no longer benefiting you, that are no longer taking you to that next level, you got to get rid of. And the reason why is because it's no longer serving you, and it no longer can come with you on this next journey and in your next life, y'all. And that's word is fucking bond. Y'all are standing over here saying y'all are ready to move on. The way you move on is by you sitting over here fixing yourself. And I promise y'all, by y'all fixing yourself, y'all are gonna walk into motherfuckers that deserve you. By you sitting over here and by you sitting over here really transmuting that energy from hatred to love, well then it's out of you. You said, how do you let it go? I'm having such a hard time. Well, Shantae, you have to identify what it is that you're having a hard time with. What part of it? If it's all of it, then we got to sit over here and dissect. Okay, let's start with one part of it. Are you upset because you're embarrassed? Are you upset because you sat over here and you loved the wrong person? You chose the wrong person? Are you upset because you stayed for so long? Are you upset because, listen, you had kids by this person? Are you upset because your kids seen the shit? Are you like, what part of it are you still upset about? What part of it are you holding on to because you still love that person? All right, let's identify why you still love that person. Oh, it's because your parents low-key abused you, maybe not physically, but maybe mentally. Maybe you're used to loving your abusers. Yes, your parents could be abusers too. Sometimes you got to sit over here and realize that it was never love, it was just what you're used to. Sometimes, Shantae, you got to sit over here and realize that we're used to misery. Like that's our comfort. Our comfort is chaos. You let it go by figuring out what is the point that why am I holding on to it? And I think that's, and granted, Shantae, that's not something you do overnight. Y'all, it took me years to get over that shit. It took me years to talk about it. Why? Because I was embarrassed. Why? Because I never wanted to sit over here and I didn't want to bath mouth him and really I didn't want to make him seem like he was just a bad person, because I still felt like he was secretly a good person. And not to discredit him, I think he was just a little ass boy and I was a little ass girl. But we're going to call him what he is. He's an abuser. You said my last relationship, when he walked away, I chose to work on the way, on the why to heal myself. And that's on period, T-Mac. You said, I'm upset because I allowed a man that was married to manipulate me and lie to me, and I still loved him. And he's not wanting to be only with me. He wants a wife and a girlfriend. Well, Melanin, you got to sit over here and realize, big dog. All right, listen, and catch me, Melanin, because I'm going to teach you something. Once you identify that this person wants you and another person, and you realize that that doesn't make you happy, well, then you got to get your shit and you got to go. See, this person, you're not supposed to change this person. You're not supposed to alter this person. It's not for you to sit over here and accustom or adjust yourself if that's not what the fuck you want. There's plenty of people that do want that, that's okay with that, but that's not you, Melanin. So move on. Now, how do you move on? You make peace with it. You realize that, yeah, I might have been stupid yesterday. It could have been yesterday. I might have been stupid yesterday. But the point of the matter is that today I choose to know my worth. And from this day on out, I choose to know my boundaries. I choose to know that I'm not going to let nobody else play with me. See, I want you to understand something, Melanin. I don't care if you just discovered this within this hour. Any fucking time you sit over here and decide that you gonna change, big dog, oh, we gotta go all in. There is no half-assing it. And I think that that's the purpose, is that, Melanin, you gotta sit over here and realize that, yes, you made the mistake of loving the wrong person. Yes, you love somebody that manipulated you, but Melanin, sometimes we love the wrong people. And in turn, I really feel like we love the right people because it teaches us the lessons that we know. But the point of the matter is that, Melanin, now that you know better, what are you gonna do? What we gonna do with that hurt? Let's write a book with it. Let's write some songs with it. What we gonna do with that hurt? Let's sit over here and make sure that our kids don't go through that shit. Let's sit over here and make sure that we getting that shit out of us. Let's sit over here and help our friends with that advice. Let's help the world with that advice. That's what you do with it. You make sure that not only do you not go through that shit no more, but the people that you love don't go through that shit. That's how you transmute the fucking energy. But Melanin, you have to sit over here and get out of the fact that, listen, the only reason why you're upset is because you're embarrassed. The only reason why you're embarrassed is because you did truly love that person. Because you were naive at one point. But Melanin, you're no longer naive. But you also have to get out of the fact that this person could have loved you, yes, but he didn't love you in the way that you deserved to be loved or the way that you wanted to be loved. So therefore, that's not your person. No knock to him. We wish him well on his endeavor. We fight with love. We don't fight with hatred. We don't hate these people. We just wish them on good luck, and we allow God to deal with their ass. That's it. That's all. You said, shit, for me, it was never love. It was something I wasn't used to, seeking validation, and that's real. And Shasha, you got to sit over here and identify that, you know? Sometimes we don't identify that, damn, I really don't care for this person. I'm just trying to seek validation from this person. This person just makes me, it's like I always seek validation all my fucking life. So I didn't even realize that it transmuted into my motherfucking relationships. I used to get justification from my daddy. When my daddy died, then all of a sudden now I'm looking at a man. Take it as it resonates, y'all. Okay? I'm gonna pull a few cards because I just feel called to. What's going on with collective? I feel like I'm supposed to give y'all words of encouragement, like within my cards today. What wisdom do you have for collective right now? What words of encouragement, like what will help them move on to their next level? What will help them move on and see the sunshine? Like what will help them sit over here and give them comfort? That's where I want to start. Personal readings. Some of you guys have to realize that the happiness is going to come from within you, y'all. Some of you guys have to realize that happy times are on its way, but not before you feel your emotions. Some of you got to realize that, listen, I got to get through all the things that I don't want to get through. I got a departure from this pain. Some of you guys don't want to face the fact that you guys are truly hurt. But the point of the matter is that it's not for you guys to sit over here and think that you have to stay hurt. And that's the words of encouragement that you need. You're not going to stay here. Your money is not going to be acting funny for too longer, but you got to sit over here and realize that you got to build up a strong foundation within yourself and understand that your life had to turn upside down. Your emotions had to turn upside down, not because you guys aren't special, not because you deserve to go through bad shit. It's just, well, sometimes we interact with bad people. And the point of the matter is that sometimes these people are placed into our lives in order to give us a rude ass awakening. I need to learn how to focus on me. I need to learn how to sit over here and invest time into my beauty routine. I need to learn how to sit over here and get my style back. I need to do things that make me feel comfortable before I go and add another person to my mix. I got to build my foundation. I got to build up my boundaries. I got to make sure I'm eating good. I got to make sure that I'm organized. Make sure that I'm in shape. Take it as it resonates, y'all. But the point of the matter is that you got to realize that through through everything, no matter how dark it gets, y'all got to stay within y'all energy of love and light. And I understand that there are going to be days where it's like, big dog, I don't see the fucking light. But within that, then use those days to journal about it. Let's write about it. Let's write about it. Let's talk about it. Let's converse about it. And the reason why is because, baby, we got to sit over here and hear me. Heavy emphasis on writing about it. A lot of you guys have to go within in order to get this shit out of you, because nobody else can get it out of you, y'all. A lot of you guys have went through so much hurt, even if it's not domestic violence. Everybody went through hurt in some type of way, some way or fashion. But the point of the matter is that it's on you to heal yourself. And the point of the matter is that nobody else has taught you how to heal yourself, but you have to teach yourself how to heal yourself. Nobody else can make you feel whole. Nobody else can make you feel happy. Nobody else can make you feel or feel like you are ready to create. Some of you guys need your energy in order to create your new life, to create your new money. Some of y'all need y'all energy in order to move on. But the point of the matter is that what happens when you don't have your energy? When you just sit over here and just let it build up. Well, then you start reacting and cussing people out. You don't trust relationships. You don't trust your friendships. You don't trust shit. You don't even trust yourself. And I think that that's the biggest thing, y'all, is that y'all have to sit over here and go into hermit mode. Focus on yourself. Fuck a relationship right now. Focus on yourself and focus on the things, on ridding yourself of the things that don't serve you, that doesn't bring you happiness, that don't bring you money. If your money is funny, then that's where your focus needs to be. And if your money is all right, then let's get your emotions together. But you have to know how to balance it too, though. And I think that that's the biggest thing is that a lot of you guys, some of you guys are just focused on your money and you're not focused on your emotions. And it's like you're thriving in finances, but your emotions are lacking. And God's going to come up and rip that shit up on out of you too, because then now your emotions, your money's going to start dripping down, or it's already have, because, and it might not even be a big drip, but it's like you might be losing money because of your emotions. Losing business deals because of your emotions. And that's why God is like, I'm getting like the image of like you over here popping up at somebody's job, or somebody's popping up at your job type energy. It's like, are you about to call off because you want to go sit over here and drive past that person's house? Like, that's emotional shit. We don't do that. We got shit to fucking create. And not only that, we got new love that's coming in, y'all. But the point of the matter is that in order for us to attract this new love, we got to sit over here and get rid of this old love. In order for us to sit over here and actually move forward to this happiness, because it's within y'all. It's not, it's here. Point of the matter is that you got to sit over here and realize, big dog, that I'm not defined by my past experiences. This shit that I messed up on, the mistakes I made, I'm not defined by that. You also got to realize you can't work your emotions away. And y'all got to realize that this tower moment is going to happen regardless of if you want it to happen or not. It's best if you choose. It's best if you choose. And honestly, it's time for y'all to rip up the things that don't serve y'all in order to plant new connections. Plant new seeds. Plant new hobbies. Plant new things. Because we have to build you up. It's like you guys have to treat yourself like a baby. You got to love on yourself in order to teach other people how to love on you, because in the past, nobody has loved you on you, not even your family. They never taught you how to love correctly. They never taught you how to love correctly because they never knew how to love themselves correctly. They knew how to love other people correctly. They knew how to do for everybody else. There's where your validation comes from. There's where your people pleasing comes from. But in reality, when it comes to you building you up, they never taught you how to do that. They never did that. So a lot of you guys' purposes is to teach yourself how to love again, how to feel again, how to trust again, how to create again, how to release again. That's some of you guys' purposes, to make sure that you're staying balanced. Once you are balanced, because a lot of you are like, because a lot of y'all think that a connection is what's going to balance you out, but God is making me literally tell you that connections are literally here no matter what. Connections are here, but it starts with you balancing out yourself. It starts with you sitting over here. Some of you guys could be like, heavy emphasis on finances right now. Some of you guys need to focus in on your finances. And know that relationships is following right behind it. But I feel the need to tell you that whatever it is that you guys are looking for, whatever it is that you're working towards, whatever it is that you guys want to put forth energy into, you can. But realize you need your energy and actually to bring that shit in. See, a lot of you guys are manifesting from a hurt place. A lot of you guys are asking from shit from a hurt place. You're asking for the bare minimum. When in reality, you need to plant seeds that's actually going to grow bigger things. You're thinking too small. Go bigger. Think bigger. Want bigger. I don't know why I'm getting this example, but it's like, for example, maybe some of you guys want to do fine dining and shit like that, but the person and the people you keep fucking manifesting want to do shit that doesn't make you happy. Like doing park dates and shit like that. Maybe that's not your shit. Then you need to sit over here and wish for your shit. But I'm also getting maybe it's backwards. Maybe a lot of you guys are sick and tired of just going out to eat and shit like that, and you actually want somebody you could connect with. No matter where you're at. Take it as it resonates. You got to sit over here and rip up the shit that's no longer serving you. You got to rip up the emotions. And honestly, it's like a lot of y'all are walking away from y'all hurt, but y'all are not dealing with y'all hurt. Period, point blank. You got to rip that shit up. And you got to work on it. Rip up old shit to plant new shit. Or else you're going to continue to run into chaos. Some of you guys could be dealing with Scorpios, Geminis, also Cancers. I feel I need to say Tauruses too. Or this could be you. And technically I see water here. So water signs is on this board too. Point of the matter is, yeah, heavy water energy too. Point of the matter is I want you to understand something. Nothing will come of anything until you actually deal with your emotions, okay? And I'm gonna leave it there. I want y'all to understand something. I feel like this energy is hella fucking heavy. It's just heavy. It's heavy. I gotta cleanse this space. Y'all, I feel like I want to do some personal readings today. But I need to cleanse my space first. I just want to say, like, y'all, at the end of the fucking day, it's on you to heal yourself. It's on you to love yourself. It's on you to correct yourself. Nobody else is going to make you feel or heal you. Nobody else can do that but you. So if you continue to wait around, then guess what? You're going to be waiting for forever. Okay? Okay. Now, y'all, I'm about to cleanse this shit the fuck up. And then we're doing personal readings. So if you guys want a personal reading, I'll see y'all in a few when I go live again, okay? Okay. And then for y'all, if this is where we depart, just know all my lives always go on my YouTube. So just make sure if y'all don't catch me on live, you can catch me on YouTube, okay? Okay. You said my soul heard you. Thank you, sis. I'm glad I could help y'all today. Okay. Goodbye, y'all. No problem, Shantae.